It's Monday and you're feeling blue, but don't worry, Liz has a cure for you. Mommy Mondays, Mommy Mondays, Mommy Mondays with Liz.
Hey guys, it's Liz.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Mommy Mondays, episode 2. Woo woo! We are once again in my kitchen. I have another recipe for you guys today. This recipe is very special to me. It is a family recipe, which means it went from my grandma to my mom to now me, and I'm sharing it with all of you guys. So this is a perfect side recipe, meaning that it's something that you will use on the side of something else. It is my mom's famous mashed potatoes, and oh, it's coming to those months again, guys, where we have like Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the holiday seasons are just rolling in, and this is a recipe that you can definitely use for those occasions. Recipe, guys, we are going to need a smasher. We are going to need a large spoon, a can opener, a strainer, and we're going to need also a pot with a top. Don't forget the top, guys. We're going to need some potatoes. For my recipe, I am using red potatoes. You can use regular potatoes, that's fine. Either way, we are going to need 7 to 8 potatoes. We also need a can of carnation milk. We need some black pepper, we need some butter, and we need some salt. Any kind of salt that you'd like. And last thing is a mixer. Alright guys, let's get into our recipe. First things first, you want to have a pot and you want to get some water boiling. The quickest way to get water to boil, if you do not know, I would recommend is to fill up your pot with already hot water and then put it on the stove and put the top on it. It literally took, I would say, like 3 minutes to get this water boiling, which is great. And we are gonna put our potatoes in here, and we just wanted to make sure that you guys know that we are gonna need a pot of boiling water. Let's go on to the next step. I hope that you already washed your hands, as we learned from the first video. Number one step to any meal is to always wash your hands before cooking. Next, we have here our potatoes. I rinsed them out. These are what red potatoes look like, if you've never seen them before. Obviously, with the regular potatoes, if you want, you can peel them, or if you like to have it with the skin, you can leave the skin on. For our red potatoes today, we are going to leave the skin on. We already rinsed them. Make sure you do rinse always your fruits and your veggies. Anytime you're cooking, always rinse everything and anything that you are using. And all we're going to do with our red potatoes today is just cut them into fours. This is going to make the cooking process a lot faster. So we're just going to cut them into fours, and there you go. So we're going to go ahead and do that with all of them. Okay, I will get back to you guys when I'm done chopping all of the rest of the potatoes. My mom's original recipe did not call for red potatoes, and even when we do have it on holidays, we don't normally use the red potatoes. But this is just like a lighter, healthier way of making this recipe. So, like I said again, the red potatoes are optional. You can just do the same process with the regular potatoes. Alright guys, so now that we got all of our potatoes chopped, we're going to go ahead and put it into the boiling water. Again, please be careful with this step because it is boiling water, meaning that it is hot. And just be very careful when throwing in your potatoes that you do it gently as possible, because it does hurt, and I talk from experience here when I say that it hurts. Alright guys, so we're just going to go ahead and take off our top. I'm going to just place it over here on the side, and you just want to gently drop it in because it's hot. If you're as scared as I am to get burned, you can use oven mitts or a spoon or something to push it in. The water will jump because the potatoes are jumping in there. If you guys know a safer way of doing this, please feel free to comment in the comment section below. But we're just beginners here in the kitchen, so we just do our best. All right, we got all of our potatoes in. Let's go ahead and we're gonna put a little bit of salt in there. Give me one moment. All right, so our potatoes are all inside the pot, and we're just gonna put a little sprinkle of salt. Obviously we are gonna add more salt later, so this is just a little bit for now. We don't need a lot. So we're just gonna sprinkle this on in here, just a little bit like that. That's it. And now we are just gonna leave this. I have noticed that red potatoes cook a lot faster than regular potatoes. So if you have regular potatoes, it might take a while. You can check your potatoes about 20 to 30 minutes in of cooking, and just poke them with a fork. If they break in half, that means they are ready. If not, give them a little more time. But you can check red potatoes in about 10 minutes. So for some reason, I've noticed that red potatoes cook a lot faster. So we're gonna leave this for about 10 minutes and we're gonna come on back and we're gonna poke it with the fork and see if it is cooked through. And then we will move on to the next step. So I'll see you guys in 10 to 30 minutes. It is several minutes later and now we wanna go ahead and check our potatoes. All you wanna see here is that it cuts in half. And you see that? That means that it's ready. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and, sorry for the noise, the little ones in the background. So we're gonna go ahead and drain our water out. So I am getting my oven mitts on because our pot will be hot and we want to be protected. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the pot over and we're gonna go ahead and strain our potatoes in here. I will bring it over. The camera might get foggy, so I'm just warning you right now, but we are gonna watch how we do this. Give me one moment to get the pot. Okay, we're bringing it out over. We're just gonna slowly throw all this water in here. You want to go ahead and let all your potatoes fall in there because you do not want to have any water in there. Just shake it all up. There's the steam. Alright, I'm going to let that get all strained out. Go ahead and pour our potatoes now back into the pot. Make sure you shake it a little bit so the water from the bottom gets out. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and pour these guys. Sorry. We're going to go ahead and pour these guys back into our pot. And there we go. Alright. Alright, let's move on to our next step. So, first step is we are going to go ahead and smash our potatoes just a little bit. Alright, so you're just going to want to smash it down a little bit here. Just a little bit. It's not a big deal how smashed it actually is, because we're going to use our mixer anyways. So just now add our carnation milk. You want to shake this very well before you pour it in. I already shook mine and I opened it, so let's go ahead and pour. We're going to just put about half of the can. You can add more depending on how creamy you would like it. But we add about half of the can, or you can add the whole can depending on how creamy you want it. We always want it semi-creamy and also a little chunky, so just depending on how you'd like it. Now we want to add in our salt and pepper. I'm going to go ahead and add my pepper first. This is always to taste. Like I said in my other video, I just like to be able to see the pepper all over whatever it is that I'm making, so I like to make sure I don't have one spot missing pepper, even if it's a little like sprinkle of it. And also we are going to go ahead and add our sea salt, again to taste. Sea salt is actually thicker, I'm noticing, so I don't need as much. Alright, and we are also going to want to add a spoonful of butter. It could be a tablespoon or it could be a big spoon, however you'd like, depending on how buttery you want your mashed potatoes. Alright. Now that we have all of these ingredients in, we are going to go ahead and use our handy dandy mixer. Alright, I've never actually used my mixer with the whisk, so I have no idea how this is going to work, but let's verify this together. I was pushing the wrong thing. So you guys just want to keep adding whatever butter, salt, or pepper as you'd like. Stop in between and just give it a quick taste. If you think that it needs more butter or more salt or more pepper or whatever it is that you guys think it needs, just go on ahead and stop in between and give it a quick taste. Also, I was gonna say, depending on how much you actually mix it is how creamy it's gonna get. So if you want it more creamy, really get in there with the mixer and mix. If you want it more chunky, then you're gonna wanna mix it a little less. Alright guys, so I think we are good, and we're gonna get a taste test really quick, and then I'll get back to you guys. And these are our mashed potatoes. Nice and creamy, a few chunks in there. Check them out. Let's get a little close up here. Alright, and like I said, just everything to taste, depending, you know, how buttery, how salty, peppery, everything, however you and your family would like it. And now I'm going to go ahead and plate this with the other food that I made, and I will get back to you guys. This is our finished meal. We have some chicken and some veggies, and these are our finished potatoes. I just put a little bit of the sauce that I put on the chicken on top. I didn't make a gravy, but you can see that the mashed potatoes definitely complement tonight's dinner. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick little delicious recipe. I hope you guys will use it, and it's just in time for the holiday seasons that are coming up, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it and will also definitely try this recipe. So obviously no cooking video is complete without a taste test, so we're gonna go ahead and get on in there to those mashed potatoes. I'm not gonna eat anything else because we didn't cook anything else on camera, so let's just go ahead and give this a try. Oh my god, it's so good. It's really good. Okay, definitely creamy, perfect with the skins. I really enjoy red potatoes with the skin. It's really good. It's very light, and it definitely is going to complement the chicken and the veggie that I made. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you again for joining me in my kitchen. You guys are always welcome here, and thank you so much for all the views and likes. Please be sure to also like and subscribe to our channel for more, and I will see you guys next time for Mommy Mondays. Bye!